Toyota's RAV4 was launched 4 years before the original Toyota Prius, and now for the first time, a hybrid version is being introduced. With the compact crossover class now booming with more than 10 competitors, Toyota has decided to bring its own high miles per gallon offering to compete against its own RAV and anything else in its class. Toyota's RAV4 Hybrid, it has been a long time coming. It's gone through 4 whole generations, and now finally there is a hybrid version of the RAV. The hybrid versions are available in better and best iterations, from the XLE, priced in the 29 range, to the limited, priced in 34.5 range. For that, you get all-wheel drive, you get more horsepower. This vehicle has, combined with electric and gasoline power, 194 horsepower system total versus 176 for the gas. Toyota says that's good for an extra 1 second quicker in the 0 to 60 race, about 8.1 seconds. Pretty decent for an all-wheel drive family hauler. Toyota says that they invented the compact crossover segment. There are a good 9 or 10 viable competitors to the RAV4 line. Toyota makes a lot of bread and butter with the RAV4 line too. They sell over 330,000 per year, and they're expecting to sell that many this year. The chief advantage with the hybrid is in the city miles per gallon, where it gets a very much chart-topping 34 miles per gallon. The highway is just 31 miles per gallon, which is very competitive with Honda CR-V, Ford Escape. They're all within 1 or 2 miles per gallon of that 31 figure. That's allowing a combined figure of 33 according to the EPA. 33 miles per gallon is a few miles per gallon better than other vehicles in its class. This is the only full hybrid presently now on the market. So Toyota has a unique product with a best advantage in city. Highway, you could take your pick. They're all within range. What you get with this vehicle also, though, is all their new design, including an electrically operated all-wheel drive system with a 67 horsepower electric motor powering the rear. It powers as needed, slippage, in snow and inclement weather, what have you, and it will add traction in to the normally front-wheel drive operation. The RAV4 that is a regular gas version has a different form of all-wheel drive that can allow 50-50 traction front to back, and it can actually lock a center differential. With the hybrid, there is no mechanical connection from front to back, so it's more of a helper all-wheel drive. It's less of an off-road worthy all-wheel drive, if that is a consideration to you. For most people, it won't be, and that's what this vehicle is basically positioned as a suburban, urban, all-around, tame, civilized all-wheel drive vehicle, if you will, that just gives you traction and good miles per gallon and good utility too. It's a spacious vehicle, good cargo handling capacity. Toyota has positioned this product price-wise with a pencil sharpened. They have the XLE and the limited version with just $700 difference between a comparable RAV4 conventional all-wheel drive, XLE or limited. So apple to apple, $700 difference. Sounds really, really good, and it is. The one thing people will have to consider is the all-wheel drive is different. If that matters to you, it may not. The difference between a base LE, if one wanted one without the bells and whistles, then the difference is more like $2,600 in MSRP between an all-wheel drive RAV4 LE and the loaded XLE. For the extra outlay, you're getting more power and you're getting more city miles per gallon. Assuming the $700 price differential between the regular RAV4 and the hybrid, it's nearly a no-brainer, assuming that everything else is what you wanted, which is a well-equipped vehicle. Toyota is equipping this vehicle also with a host of safety technologies, including its new Toyota Safety Sense, all forms of active and passive radar cruise control, automatic braking, blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assist, on and on. It's a very, very well equipped in the advanced safety features. Very comfortable car to get situated in. This one has the 8-way power adjustable driver's seat with lumbar support and heat and every kind of convenience. All electric, of course. Tilt and telescoping steering wheel can pretty well get situated. The leg room for this, okay, it's not abundant. If I was much taller, I don't think it would be suitable for me. But the vehicle is chock full of conveniences. The design of the materials also is relatively nice. They've taken a line out of the Prius playbook by using a lot of comfortable materials, like higher quality where you're actually going to touch it. For instance, soft touch on the armrest, which is adjustable fore and aft, which also has a nice cubby in it. Soft touch on the doors. Medium hard on the dash where you're not likely to touch it much. The leather steering wheel, it feels pretty robust and comfortable in your hands. It feels like a sports steering wheel. And of course you have all your convenience controls and so forth. And it even has a bird's eye view using 4 cameras linked together to create a simulated image of what's surrounding the vehicle. It's really pretty remarkable. So when you start the vehicle, it uses a traditional shifter, power button, and old school is a handbrake instead of an electric brake. Our battery has been pretty well depleted sitting here, so the engine kicked on. Ordinarily at parking lot speeds, this vehicle would be in electric mode, EV mode. So the vehicle is really, really quiet driving on EV mode. EV mode with the relatively small traction battery is good for about 0.6 miles at up to 25 miles per hour. So this is not to be confused with an all-electric car. They've done a good job of quieting this vehicle down. It has acoustic sound deadening glass, a good amount of sound deadening. Outward visibility is really good at this vehicle too. The A-pillars are rather thin. When you get on the gas a little bit, the hybrid system does resort to gasoline, and the ECVT, you hear a fair amount of whiny engine noise, kind of unavoidable. I think the soundtrack you get used to no matter what you have. The hybrid combined is rated 33 miles per gallon, pretty decent for an all-wheel drive 4,000-pound crossover. We've been seeing between 29 and 35 depending on the drive. If you are driving around town, I'm sure this vehicle will go above 35, 40 miles per gallon, no problem. All depending, of course, on how you drive. It feels like you're driving a regular car, which was the appeal of the RAV. The RAV was the original car truck. You know, it's a sort of truckish looking vehicle that really is an automobile in disguise with a little bit extra room, a little bit different design. The RAV4 Hybrid, being only $700 more than a comparably equipped regular RAV4, offers greater power, better miles per gallon, and all told, it's a pretty hard package to beat.